Hello, my name is Landon Peak, and this is the shadiness of the NCAA spendings. Most of us play or know someone who plays a competitive college sport. It is probably one of the best ways to pay for college and to go to college. But are they really getting what they should? I don't think so. In the article Point Counterpoint, Paying College Athletes by Johnson and Acquaviva, the student athlete system is an awful lot like the plantation systems. But I'm no expert. I'm no expert. But that is why I went and researched the experts, learned what they learned, and they taught, so I can do justice to you guys and to myself. So hopefully I can make this worth it. On to the first point, shall we? Scholarships don't cover enough. They really don't. In the article, NCAA, Where Does the Money Go by Schlabach, scholarships cover $20,000 to $100,000 over 4 years, with $3,000 left to cover for tuition. That's fine and dandy. That's great. But he also said there's $8,000 to $12,000 left for food, housing, books. These scholarships say they offer free education. How can you call it free education if it costs thousands upon thousands of dollars just to be at the school? No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But where does the money come from? Where do they make this money? Well, got it right here for you. According to Sanderson's article, The Case for Paying College Athletes, the NCAA made $800 million in 2014 alone from March Madness. We all know March Madness, the big old basketball tournament that the best colleges go to show up for. Big deal. But you also know that in 2010, they signed a 14-year, $10.8 billion contract for the airing rights with CBS. Just for the airing rights. That's not the other sponsorships. That's not the fans paying to get in and for concessions. That's for the airing rights. That's a lot of money. In 2010, $180 million of the $157 million from March Madness went to student assets and grants. 180 of the 757 million made. But that's just basketball. What about football? They made $610 million from the college championship tournament from 4 teams. That is 3 total games. And the 4 bowl games affiliated with it. That is 7 games out of the entire season. Baffling. But do the colleges have the money to pay these students? Well, according to Sanderson and Siegfried, there's 126 FBS schools in the nation. That is Division I schools, the main ones, the big schools we're thinking here. They average $41.9 million in revenue and $20 million in government subsidies. They have a budget of $60 million a year on average, let it be known. That leaves $1.9 million left per school and $239.4 million across 126 FBS schools. That is profit, pure profit. The average school has about 20,000, these FBS schools anyways, meaning it would be about 100,000 per student. But we don't want to pay the regular students. We're talking about the student athletes here. On average, there's about 500 student athletes per school, meaning a baffling $3.8 thousand per student per year. That adds up to about $14,000. That is a lot of money. And they're really holding out. This doesn't cover a lot of their other revenue they make. It really doesn't. But this is just from all the sports. That was a lot of information right there. So let's wrap it up and kind of go over what we went through. The NCAA makes a whole lot of money, way more than they say way more than they say they do. They have the money to pay everyone. They make a whole lot of profit, and yet the students never get to see any of it. It's a real shame.